Yay Networks.
Welcome to A Sandwich and Some Lovin', everybody. I'm Kelly Raspberry Evans with my husband and podcast co-host, Alan Evans.
A train in the house.
Y'all forgive me. I am a little draggy today. I took a nap. I slept hard. And now, you know when you take a nap and you take a hard nap and then it like ruins the rest of your day because you just can't snap out of the grog? Emma Kelly said she's never seen anything like it. She was telling me things, and in 10 seconds, I forgot what she said. Completely discombobulated, Alan.
I came home and I couldn't locate you, and I started to worry.
Oh, thanks.
Well, the dogs weren't here.
I'm just glad you were worried.
Well, I just assumed you were on a walk, so I just waited for about an hour, and then I waited for about an hour and a half, and I thought to myself,
no way she's walking that long.
Self, there's no way she's walking that long. She never walks that long.
I could with Zoe, but not with Larry. Larry can't handle it.
So I dialed you up on the locate. I can see your location, and it said you were at the house. So I just assumed you were upstairs sleeping.
I was upstairs in the guest room. It's the room that gets the darkest in the house.
It's a good
it's very
napping room.
Comfortable. That used to be our marital mattress, which was a comfortable mattress. But we moved it upstairs.
Been worked in.
It's disgusting for our guests that have to visualize that. But
what?
That's where I go.
It's not disgusting.
And,
we always kept plastic around it.
The dogs were with me, but usually when someone comes in the house, they go tearing out of there barking and screaming, but I guess they were equally as exhausted. Y'all, I don't know what's wrong with me. I just cannot, I don't know if it's the time change. Is it something going on with me physically? I am exhausted and cannot catch up on my sleep. I just can't. And I went to, in the past week or two, I've had a heart doctor visit. Finally had my gynecology visit. Whoa. It's been pre-COVID, y'all. And today I went for my mammogram. Let me rank those on a scale of least favorite to leastest favorite.
Oh, okay. This is good because we're going to talk about some of this kind of stuff on this podcast, but lay it on me.
Well, just going to the I don't know. It's just going to the doctor about your health is always like, you need to do it. Preventive care is so important, y'all, because I know I don't know why. Just you feel like when you're healthy, why should I go to the doctor? But preventive care is so important because it's way cheaper than when you get sick and have something and have to take care of it, right? And Alan and I have been dealing with some, I don't know if y'all have heard, we're trying to live a little bit more on a budget, so I'm trying to keep expenses down.
Well, you know what I always said when I was a single man, prowling the bars, trying to pick up young women. I'm not a gynecologist, but hey, I'll take a look.
All right. So I went for my heart doctor visit.
I think I've used that one before.
You have. It's fine. So I went for my heart doctor visit, and that one went great. She said, did I talk about this on the last podcast? That I just now take the pill, like if I start having the heart palpitations?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, I don't remember. I can't remember who I tell what to it because we've got, this podcast, Love Letters to Kelly podcast.
Love Letters.
Kid Craddock in the morning.
Nationally syndicated.
And it's just a lot.
Okay, well, tell it.
I can't remember who I tell what.
I know we haven't told it.
I apologize if I'm repeating this on A Sandwich and Some Lovin'.
Just tell it.
But when I went to the hospital with my heart palpitation, they gave me an IV bag. And basically the liquid that was in that IV bag is what got my heart to stop pounding out of my chest in a little pill form. So now instead of taking that every single day, if I have a heart palpitation, I just pop a pill. And in a few minutes, my heart goes back to normal. So that's it. It's sort of like carrying an EpiPen, but it's a little pill. So I went for my doctor's appointment. That's what I found out. So that was all good news. Found out, my risk of stroke is less than 1%.
Oh, that's good.
And then I went for my calcium score, which just, sees how much calcium's built up in your arteries and I guess around your heart, which also is an indicator of your risk of heart attack or stroke. You're in my light, honey.
What are we doing? Why are you doing that?
Watch my light. Don't get it. Alan's been setting up a studio and he's in my light.
We're going to get into that too.
Anyway, my calcium score was a big fat 0. So just good news across the board with my heart health, right? So then, my daughter is 17 and I'm not going to share her medical business, but she has now got a female doctor that she goes to. Okay. So I had it in my calendar that it was time to go see Dr. Holt. And the last time I went to take Emma Kelly there, I told her, hey, I haven't been to a gynecologist since pre-COVID, y'all. That's not good. But pre-COVID, I was on the regular. I saw my eye doctor every year, dentist twice a year, gynecologist every year. I did everything, clockwork, but COVID, I just stopped. So I asked her, and my old gynecologist was way down, far away. I said, are you accepting new patients? She said, yes. Well, I guess I forgotten that moment that I made an appointment for me. And so when I went this week to take Emma Kelly for her follow-up appointment, they said, all right, well, fill out this paperwork. She'll see you next. I'm like, what? I completely forgot. And ladies, there's a lot of mental and physical prep that goes into your gynecological visit.
Were you prepared?
Well, mentally, I was not. Thank the Lord.
We're not worried about mentally.
I had taken a shower. I told them that in front of the lobby. I was like, well, thank God I took a shower this morning, because I'm very, just very vocal. And I don't really realize there's people sitting behind me at the time. But I said, oh my God, thank God I took because they were like, are you okay? Are you ready to do that? I was like, well, thankfully I took a shower, because, sometimes working with the Kid Craddock Morning Show, Allen, I skip that.
Nationally syndicated.
I skip it and say, I'll just get it later. Like this morning. I skipped it this morning because I overslept because I'm so tired.
Okay, so I have questions.
But I did do it and it was fine.
Number one, and I will keep a level of maturity to these questions.
I highly doubt it, but go for it.
Well, is visiting the female doctor, the gynecologist, is it similar to visiting when the man goes in for his physical? Typically, you don't want to pick out a doctor who played college basketball.
Well, I don't take that into consideration. But my whole life, I've had a male gynecologist. This is the first time.
Did
I've
he
had a
play
female.
college basketball?
I don't know. He was not big. He was just a regular sized man. But for my gynecologist is a very petite woman, I guess, if that matters.
Oh, well, that's good.
But
Petite
I'll tell
is
you
good.
what, I've
Petite's
never had
good.
a female gynecologist before, and she was so incredibly gentle. And everything she said, okay, I'm going to touch you now. Every step of the way, she let me know, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. So gentle. I'm like, I almost felt like it was a pleasant experience. I mean, I just didn't have, like all the mashing and rubbing. I guess because she's a woman, she knows what's going on in her body. So I guess she kind of relates to what's going on in mine. So it was really not bad at all. And so that was good. And then she said, well, when's the last time you had a mammogram? Now, I have kept up a little bit better with that. So it's been just like a couple years. She said, well, you really need to have a mammogram every year. But the gynecological exam, she said, because of my age, if I'm healthy and all's good, that can be every 2 years. And did you know this? I did not know this, that once you hit 65, ladies, you never have to go back to the gynecological doctor for your appointment again. You don't need a gynecologist after 65. How about that?
What, your parts just self-sustain after 65 or something?
I guess they assume we're not using them anymore. I might be able to stop seeing her earlier than 65. Just saying. So anything, that's what went on today. But I did go for the mammogram to a place today where everybody recommended, and I'm not going to say anything. It kind of hurt. It hurt. It kind of squished a little bit.
Put that thing in the waffle
I don't
press.
want to say it hurt because I don't want everybody to say, "Oh, I'm not going to get a mammogram now." It's not the end of the world.
Flatten that thing like a pancake.
It's not that bad, but just the way, I guess, the position, it kind of pinched my nipple a little bit, y'all.
Man, I'm telling you what. When Kelly was telling me what they did, I was glad. I'm glad I don't gotta like throw my gonads up into something like that and then press those down.
It wasn't that bad, but it was a little bit uncomfortable, but not. Listen, just 5 seconds. No big deal. No big deal. But I guess I'm going to find out that I've got a clean bill of health, I'm sure.
It's important.
And we can move forward from there. But right after my my breast exam today, y'all, I stumbled home and I remembered this is yard maintenance day. I'm not lying down in the guest room until I hear the last of that leaf blower go away. And I waited. And then I went to take a nap.
The gynecological,
and I barely woke up before this podcast.
All kidding aside, the gynecological and the mammograms are very important appointments, correct?
Very.
As are the male versions, which I've made mention of a few times.
When's the last time you've been for one?
It's been a while. I just got the letter, though, that I need to go have another colonoscopy. So I gotta go. I guess do I gotta go back to the butt hut and have that done again?
My favorite. Can I go with you? Our colonoscopy doctor is dreamy.
Back to the colon cabin for the
And
AE.
he moved his office within walking distance of our house.
Well, then you don't have to go. I can just walk home.
No, this is for his medical office. For the actual, you're in my light again. For the actual procedure, you go to a different place. But his office is relocated to where my daughter's pediatrician used to be, and it's literally walking distance. So maybe I'll just start, on my walks, just be like, I just thought I'd stop in because I didn't realize you were just right here. But then I'll be kind of funky smelling from walking, so maybe I won't do that.
Okay. Our live studio audience has, some of the females in the live studio audience are saying that female gynecologists are much better than males in their experience.
Well, I loved my old gynecologist. I won't say that. I thought he was great, but this was just a different, more delicate experience.
Some of our other live studio audience members are noticing you seem to be hyper aware and concerned of the lighting situation.
Yes, because I told you before the podcast. First of all, I'm looking at the microphone.
I hadn't finished my sentence, but I guess
thought that was the end of the statement.
You can go ahead.
I didn't realize there was a comma. I thought there was a period.
You have on your head right now, about 3 feet away, what's called a key light. That is the biggest light in the room.
Yes.
Okay.
That's to my left.
For our podcast, which is an audio format
that you're filming for YouTube TV.
Yeah. So I don't, in my opinion, you don't need to be so hyper concerned with the cloud of your husband clouding out and blocking out your light. Because I have this little tiny pissant Amazon 30-watt
that's shining on my right side.
POS light over here.
That's shining on my right side, Alan. And when you lean forward, you're blocking my light.
It's called
and you're putting my face in the shadow.
It's called a fill light.
You put so much time and effort into setting up lighting. I would think that would be of concern to you when you block my light.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm the eclipse. Hey, the eclipse is coming up, babe.
It is.
April 4th or April 8th. How many of those glasses has Big Al sold?
Well, he'd sold 3 until today. Then somebody called in, I think out of pity, and offered to buy 20, but I don't know if that's going to go through or not. But yeah, everybody's giving away free eclipse glasses. And that way you can look directly at the sun without searing your retina. But he's selling them for like $3.99 each, and everybody else is giving them away for free. So he's, another great Big Al Mac investment.
My man.
And he's also ordered a ton of T-shirts about the eclipse for his bar in Waxahachie, because it's a big deal. People are traveling from all over the country to be here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area because we are directly in the path of the eclipse, and it's supposed to last for about 4 minutes.
It's called the path of totality.
It's supposed to last for about 4 minutes, and I guess I didn't realize just how big of a deal it is, but it's not going to happen again in our lifetime.
Babe, it's going to be weird.
I'm excited. We're potentially invited to a viewing party at a bar, and it's in the middle of the day.
It's going to get cold. Yep, sure will.
I guess the temperature
in the
would
middle
drop
of the day, the temperature will drop like a rock.
That's interesting.
For just a little while.
For 4 minutes, I guess. So that's interesting.
It is weird.
I don't know if we should try, because traffic is going to be a problem. I think people are going to literally, from what we hear, will get out of their cars on the interstate, on the freeways, and just stop what they're doing to experience it.
Well, we just had a eclipse not too long ago.
It wasn't the same.
It wasn't the same, but I remember I was out for a walk, and all the shadows were in threes.
Yeah,
because it was a partial eclipse, but it was weird because the temperature did drop, even though it was a partial eclipse.
Yep. So there's that. I missed it because I think I was inside napping while Alan was out walking the dogs.
Either that or I was blocking your light.
As you continue to do, I just keep leaning forward.
You know what else I think you need to do while leaning forward? That.
Well, eating better is so easy with Factor. And they're delicious, ready-to-eat meals, fresh, never frozen. All of them chef-crafted, dietitian approved, delivered to your doorstep, and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. I love that because when I'm ready to eat, I don't want to spend time meal prepping and cooking and cleaning. There's none of that with Factor. Just 2 minutes in the microwave, you're ready to have a delicious meal. Factor gives you over 35 different options you can choose from every week, including Protein Plus, Keto, Calorie Smart, which is the one we chose. Also, more than 60 add-ons, so you stayed fueled up and feeling good all day. We're talking pancakes, smoothies, midday bites, so much more. Factor is flexible. You can order as much or as little as you need every week. You can pause or reschedule your deliveries at any time. And you can sign up and save because we've done the math and Factor is less expensive than takeout. And the meals are restaurant quality for sure. How does jalapeno lime cheddar chicken sound? Or cavatappi and Italian style pork ragu.
Sounds pretty good.
Or goat cheese filet mignon. They got fancy filet mignon.
Nom, 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 nom.
And those are just a few of the options on the menu this week. So you need to get it signed up because I can't wait to see what next week's options are.
Yes, please head to factormeals.com/sandwich50 and use code sandwich50 to get 50% off. That's code sandwich50 at factormeals.com/sandwich50 to get 50% off.
You are going to love Legacy Box. You know, becoming a parent changes how you look at memories. While we're savoring and saving every moment with our kids, suddenly you start to realize a lot of important memories from our childhood. They're trapped on VHS tapes, camcorder tapes, photo albums, crammed into boxes labeled "Do Not Throw Away" and shoved into an attic. Those are at risk of being destroyed by heat, moisture, disaster, time. And once they're gone, they're gone. That's why you need Legacy Box now. They're the world's largest digitizer of home movies and photos. And the process is so simple. They send you a Legacy Box and you fill it up with old VHS tapes, pictures, film reels, slides, DVDs, whatever you've got. Their team in Tennessee carefully digitizes it all by hand. They send you back the originals plus digital files on the cloud or a thumb drive. Ordering a Legacy Box is one of the best things I've done for my family because now instead of just telling my kids about that crazy vacation I took to the mountains when I was a kid, I get to show them and relive it with them. And right now, during Legacy Box's Father's Day sale, you can save big while preserving your family's history. Visit legacybox.com/sandwich to get started today. That's legacybox.com/sandwich. It's the little things that make a big difference in how I feel. Now, for me right now, it's about stretching. I didn't realize how stiff I was until I started doing it. I love when I can stretch a little further than before. It makes me feel refreshed when I'm done. And you know, a little makeup refresh can make all the difference too with Thrive Cosmetics, my go-to clean makeup routine year-round. Now, of course, their brilliant eye brightener and Stella champagne is always in my makeup bag. Actually, I need to reorder more. I'm almost out. But it comes in 32 shades, and the Shenna Mint Green Shimmer looks really fun for summer. Their Empower Matte Precision Lipstick Crayon, it's really amazing. It gives you a beautiful color that lasts without feeling dry. They have 18 buildable shades, and I love the Dusty Rose Kaisa color. I think that's how you pronounce it. But the best part, for every product you buy, Thrive donates products and funds to help communities thrive. So far, they've given over $150 million in products and cash to over 600 giving partners. This is beauty with purpose. Amplify your summer look with Thrive Cosmetics. Go to thrivecosmetics.com/sandwich for an exclusive 20% off your first order. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/sandwich.
Little trivia. Has there ever been another podcast where we've said the word pancake 3 or 4 times in the first 10, 15 minutes? It was mentioned during your spot. It was also mentioned in regards to your mammogram.
I don't recall.
But
I do love pancakes.
Them turning your breast into a pancake.
I prefer a pancake over a waffle. Fight me on that. Come at me. I don't care. I'm very proud of Emma Kelly, my daughter. She went online and applied for a job and scheduled the appointment online. Got really cute today, fixed her hair, put on a stylish t-shirt and some jeans. And she looks so good in a ponytail, a slick back ponytail with her hair parted right down the middle, doesn't she? Mm-hmm. Just beautiful. And went up for her in-person job interview, and it's looking good, y'all. The lady, Emma Kelly, said she really seemed like she liked Emma Kelly, said she liked the hours that she's available to work. That was very attractive to her. And she's going to call her back on Friday to see where we go from here. So Emma Kelly said, I don't have the job yet. She's going to call me back on Friday.
I asked her when she came in, how was her day and what happened? She said nothing.
Well, that's the way everybody is.
She said nothing.
That's the way all kids are.
And then you told me she had a job interview. It's kind of a big deal.
It is, but that's the way all kids are. When you ask them, when you pick them up from school, what'd you do today?
Nothing.
Anything exciting happen? No.
And then I said, did they ask you any questions? And she said, one.
Yeah.
And I said, well, what'd they ask you? What do you think is good customer service?
Yeah.
And I said, well, that's a good question. What'd you say?
And she's like, I don't know.
She wouldn't tell us.
I don't know. See, that's just different. People tell me what a sparkling personality she has. And I'm like, really? Because it's always when I'm not around. I think that's true for everybody with teenagers.
I was kind of interested to see how that would go, but maybe she'll tell us later.
Yeah, she's had an interesting week because speaking of doctor's visits, we had to take Emma Kelly to the allergist this week. For Monday with Mama, I didn't accidentally. It's just that's the first appointment. And we had to get her in. Her allergies are so bad. And I said, Mama, do you want to go spend Monday at Mama at the allergist's office? Because, that back test they do is pretty prickly and uncomfortable. And, nobody can comfort like grandmama can. Mm-hmm. And so we went, and Emma Kelly, we found out, is not allergic to molds. Those didn't light up at all. But out of all the animals, we thought maybe her horse, but no, very mild allergy there. Really allergic to cats.
Cats, okay.
And she's always wanted a cat. So she's like, can y'all please help me with that? And she's very allergic to trees and grass, things you can't avoid. So she's going to start doing the sublingual drops, which are real cheap, y'all. Mm. So we're going to start doing that. I'm very excited to. And then in 3 years, what they do is they gradually they expose you to what you're allergic to and gradually build up. So at the end of the 3-year course, she's supposed to be able to tolerate all these things.
I swear she's done this before. Am I having false memory?
She did. She did this right when we first got together, Alan. We did this allergy test and did the drops.
What was the result?
Well, she gave up on the drops, but she was also about 7 or 8 years younger. Mm-hmm. And the drops were increasing in strength and increasing in taste, and she did not like that. And so anyway, her allergies did improve, but because she didn't follow through with the course, here we are. But now they've added flavorings. She's also almost 18 and more mature, and knows that I'm going to be really upset if she doesn't follow through with this time because they're not cheap.
Yeah, we want to nip this in the bud. Once and for all. In
the bud, meaning 3 years from now. But of course, they entice you with, hey, you can pay so many hundreds of dollars 4 times a year, or sign up for a year supply and you'll save a few $100s. Or if you buy all 3 at once, wow, look at those savings. So guess what we went with? We hit it all at once, y'all. It was a lot. Just think about all those credit card points we're earning.
Yeah.
We could fly, to Europe?
Not hardly.
I don't know.
I think we also had to do this with Larry one time. Remember that?
Yeah.
We rolled him to an allergist and paid thousands of dollars, and he's still in there scratching his nuts like he always does.
Well, I'll tell you, I did the doggy allergist, the doggy dermatologist with George. May he rest in peace.
Amen.
And it worked.
Amen.
It worked for him. His allergies went away after not even 2 years doing the shots. With Larry?
What about numbnuts? What happened to him?
Who's numbnuts?
Larry.
I just said with Larry. And
So what happened?
Well, he's still itching and scratching and scooting and chewing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And almost dying.
That dog is not going to die.
That's not funny, but
that
he almost did.
That dog is going to outlive us all, and he's going to itch and lick every step of the way.
Yes.
It's just his lot in life.
Yes. I'll be laying in my coffin casket ready, and you'll be above my coffin weeping, and there'll be Larry, and he'll be scratching his like he always does.
Scooting.
Licking his like he always does.
Scoot. I'll put him in the coffin with you just for a minute before we close the lid and just let him scoot across your chest one last time.
That would be so disrespectful.
Or an act of love.
You would put Larry on my chest while I'm laying in the coffin so he could scoot on my chest.
Like you're going to know.
Yeah.
But that dog loves me. When I went in, I woke up from my nap and he stayed with me the whole time for my nap. And when I went in to go, he knows I'm going to feed him. And I come around the corner. He's so excited to see me every morning when I can wake up with him on the weekends and stuff. He's just that dog loves me.
You're all he has, babe.
It's true.
You're the only friend he has in the world.
Well, Dylan, he loves Dylan.
Yeah, Dill likes Larry.
But Larry loves me a little more because I feed him and I'm here more.
Yeah.
I'm Larry's person.
Dylan does love Larry. He does love. He likes Larry. He tells us, like, why do you like Larry more than Zoe? You know, I want to understand. He said, I just like him because he's small and he's mellow. He's not real hyper like Zoe. That's Dylan's explanation.
And Zoe is so hyper jealous, and
she does get jealous
of Larry. If I give Larry any attention, she'll come in and she'll nudge his face out of the way and put her face up to to my hand to be rubbed, and she'll attack him sometimes, and she dominates him, which is kind of funny. But yeah, poor little Larry. He's so lucky he found me. I don't know if anybody else would put up with him, but
I don't think they would. Okay, I brought some show content.
You did?
I did.
Other than my gynecological appointments and allergy appointments, we've got more to talk about?
Well,
what?
I don't know. I thought that this would lead to some other discussion. You know how you get in a mood sometimes? You go through a period of time and it's just like you're I don't know, you're a little more on edge, a little more irritable, and things that wouldn't normally annoy you seem to annoy you more.
Is this going to turn into a marriage counseling session?
No, it's not at all.
Okay.
So, no, it's not things that annoy me in my marriage.
Okay, because is this a thinly veiled way of telling me what I'm doing to irritate you?
No, this is a list, and people love lists.
I do know that.
So I made a list just off the top of my head, things that lately have really annoyed me, and they shouldn't. These are things that shouldn't annoy me, but they do.
Am I doing anything on that list?
Well, let's go through the list.
I'm telling y'all, this is all set up.
Here it is, right here, the list. Here are 10 things that annoy AE. Number 1, this hasn't happened in a while, but this does happen from time to time. People who write checks.
It is an antiquated way of doing things, but don't you still write checks to certain people who that's the way they want to be paid?
Now, when I say that, people who write checks at like Target or
right, that
Kroger,
doesn't make sense.
It's like, really?
Well,
it's 2024.
Well, that's okay as long as they have the check completely filled out when the total's announced.
No.
I don't understand.
The total is rung up, and then they're digging through the purse to find the checkbook.
Standing there the whole time, and then the person's like, oh, and then fills in.
You're going to pay it to Target,
that
right?
that is a minor annoyance.
It's a minor annoyance. These aren't things that are going to cause me any.
Has that happened recently? Is that why you're so perturbed?
Yeah, it happens all the time.
It doesn't happen all the time, I would say.
I'm that guy that pays with cash, though. So I'm digging for bills and change when I'm at Starbucks. And the guy behind me is like, dude, why don't you just use the app? What are you doing?
You're a source of annoyance for some.
Absolutely.
Right.
I don't claim to be annoyance free.
You are most definitely not. But I didn't have time to come up with my list.
Well, that was a live clapback. Number 2, people who direct me at an intersection from another car.
How often does that happen?
Happens all the time. So,
well, what are you doing to cause that? Because that never happens.
Pulling up to a 4-way stop.
Oh, that.
Okay. There's somebody coming from the other direction. I get to the stop first. They get there second.
You have the right of way, sir.
I have the right of way. But they're going to tell me, go ahead. Wave. They're waving. Go. Like, yeah, I know. I got here before you. Why are you waving at me? Don't wave at me.
But the problem becomes when you, as the driver, arrive second, and the person that does have the right of way just sits there.
Oh, and then it becomes the stop, start bit.
You give them a second or two, a beat, and they don't go. then you have to be the person to say, go. You have the right of way, ma'am or sir. People do not understand four-way stops. They just don't.
Another one that happens a lot is in a residential area, you'll have cars parked on the curb such that there's only room for one car to go at a time.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if I'm driving down the road in a residential area, all the cars are on the left side. My lane
should be.
Yeah. My lane is open. Okay.
Unless the people are parked facing that way.
So if a car is coming the other direction and he stops, a lot of times they'll say, come on, it's okay, go. Like, I'm like, well, yeah, I have an open lane in front of me. I'm supposed to just keep going, right? And then you yield when I'm out of your way, then you go.
Right.
But they're like waving at me, like
you about hit me in the face, Allen, in your fury.
Hysterically waving at me.
Calm down.
I'm sorry.
Well, there comes a time when you've got people that are parked on both sides of the street side by side and there's just room for one car to get through. Then what do you do?
Well, I guess you got to wave at each other.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. Number 3. Do you know what a crane fly is?
I do not. Is that an insect or is that like a piece of equipment?
It's an insect, and you see them this time of year. They look like gigantic mosquitoes.
Okay, they're everywhere right now.
But they're totally harmless.
I didn't know that's what they were called.
But they flutter around, and if you swat one out of the air, it injures it so bad it almost kills it.
Oh, that's terrible. Don't do that. I just keep walking.
Well, Dylan saw one the other day coming in the house, and he was terrified. I'm like, oh, no, buddy, it's a crane fly. They're harmless. So I grabbed it in my fist. They're so slow, and I just squashed it. I'm like, oh, see, it's a crane fly.
Oh, why'd you do that?
Because they're annoying.
Why can't you just go about your business?
Because he was in the garage. He was about to come in the house. And if he had to come in the house...
Does it bite?
Then, no, they don't bite.
Then why would you kill it?
Because he was about to come in the house. And if he had got in the house, guess who would have been panicking?
Not me. I go around. I know what they don't bite.
Kelly Raspberry Evans. Number 4, when you have to turn all the socks from outside in... No, from inside out to outside in after they come out of the dryer.
Huh.
Doesn't happen with my socks.
Huh.
It happens with the boys' socks.
Huh.
Your socks.
Oh, I'm laughing inside right now, y'all.
You laugh all you want.
With I that passive aggressive thing, ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Where you're like, screw it, I'm just going to leave them wrong side out and fold them that way.
Oh,
That's
and
what I've started doing.
when you go in the drawer, they're inside out.
Yeah.
So then you have to turn them.
Yeah, because I get tired when I'm standing there. Every shirt is inside out. Or half and half, like half inside out, half right side out. Pants all inside. Every article of clothing is removed and tossed into, well, not even tossed into a laundry basket half the time. Just dropped somewhere inside out. And I get tired of it.
It's a little annoying. Number 5, tangled earbuds.
Yeah, that's
how annoying is that?
Well, I don't think that's a problem.
And why
for
does
the
it
majority.
happen so often?
I don't think that's the majority problem. I think that's a very niche problem. Most earbuds are wireless now, Alan.
I know. And I have a set of Apple Earbud Pros. Thank you.
Yeah.
I also have a set of Beats, like over ear.
Bragger.
But then every once in a while, I just need a set of earphones real quick. So I just grab them, and they're invariably always in a knotted ball.
Yes.
But why is that? Because when you take them off, you don't put them in a knotted ball. So how is it they
It's a
become in the
mystery.
knotted ball?
It's a mystery. I think it's a little invisible elf.
Okay. This one happened to me today. When I went to use the one holder at Starbucks.
Does that mean the bathroom?
The bathroom. Someone left, the toilet seat paper cutout.
Yes.
That you can take off the dispenser and then put on the toilet seat. And it I guess protects your bottom from touching the toilet seat. Okay. Someone had left that paper on the toilet seat.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm looking at it like, and it's a one-holer, so it's my only option. There's not a latrine. There's just a sit-down toilet. So I'm like, well, I'm certainly not going to touch that. So I'm just trying to miss it, right? So I'm just going right in the middle of it.
Could have taken a piece of toilet paper and used that to push it into the water or your foot.
Well, my argument is this is the annoyance.
People are nasty.
Why wouldn't they just, after
people
they
are nasty.
do their thing, they take care of it?
Well, it's supposed to be that little part supposed to flop down in the water, so when you flush, it all goes down together. Sometimes that fails.
Didn't happen.
But we, as a person who everyone needs to be polite and leave the toilet area like you would like to have it left for you, right? Because I went into a bathroom the other day, and before I even went in the stall, the woman said, "That toilet hasn't been flushed." But I mean, it hadn't been flushed a lot.
Ooh.
So the person who's finally like, who risks flushing it, you might be risking a situation. So you have to be like, not going to be able to help with that. You know what I mean? It's like when you risk an overflow situation.
Right.
But otherwise, flush.
You ever used
Wipe off the seat.
You ever used one of those things that sticks to your rear end? Because you're kind of sweaty.
Alan, why? Why would that be a topic of conversation?
Because
I think it's borderline gross enough.
It was brought up by our live studio audience.
Well, whoever that person is, y'all need to start your own nasty podcast about nastiness.
Okay.
And you can light it any way you want and talk about
I will light it any way I want.
Nasty butt sweat and toilet seat
I'll put the
covers.
key light and the fill light on me.
So nasty.
Let's see. Number 7. Trying to read the label on a medicine bottle. Forget it.
On anything anymore.
Just forget it.
It is ludicrous.
Is this an old person thing or is this an everybody thing?
The print, okay, but we have readers and stuff that we have to go get the magnifying glass, but it's not just that. They'll put like blue ink on top of a blue label. Well, just screw it. I can't see any. Now I need like those secret code glasses they used to give you in the Cracker Jacks, I guess, because now I can't even see the ink. What are they doing to us? It's bad. Yeah, I agree with you on that. I can't see anything. That's why I'm so thankful for, my Pair Eyewear readers.
Pair Eyewear.
Yes.
Love Pair Eyewear.
I do love Pair Eyewear. Whatever your vision is for the remainder of 2024, you can let Pair Eyewear help you bring that vision into focus and help you read medicine bottle labels. Alan's been busy setting up this lovely studio, researching microphones and whatnot online. He loves it. He looks so cute when he does it in his Pair Eyewear frames. So stylish. Pair Eyewear base frames start at just $60, including your prescription. That is really inexpensive, and you can save by using your pre-tax FSA and HSA dollars, plus get 15% off by using code SANDWICH at paireyewear.com. I love my eyewear to have a little personality, right? So I chose basic Kirby frames for my reading glasses. They're blue tortoise color, which is great. 0.5, because I just need them when my eyes get tired, right? Then you have fun mixing it up with the top frame, starting at just $25. They just snap on thanks to these little magnets. You choose top frames to match the season, the holiday, your favorite superhero, sports team. They've got limited edition collections right now. They've got the Music Fest top frames because, Coachella and all that stuff's coming up. They're so cute. They've got grunge plaid, statement snakeskin, punk stripe split. Go to the website to virtually try on the frames. It's so fun. Then have fun shopping for the top frames, all affordable. Hundreds of options, frames for men, women, kids, wide faces, narrow faces, all the faces, with free standard shipping and a flexible 30-day return policy.
Visualize a fantastic new year with Pair Eyewear. Go to paireyewear.com and use code SANDWICH for 15% off your first pair. And support the show by mentioning that a sandwich and some lovin' sent you in your post-checkout survey. That's Pair, P-A-I-R, eyewear.com. Code SANDWICH.
Thank you, Pair Eyewear, for fitting seamlessly into Alan's list.
I don't think I've ever talked about it on this podcast before, but one day I was walking past the windows going upstairs and I noticed this greasy cooking smell. You know what I mean? It turns out it was our blinds. Something about the sun was breaking them down over the years. And who knows how long they were there before we bought our house. We needed new blinds bad, and that's what led me to 3-Day Blinds. I absolutely loved how easy they made the whole process. They send a professionally trained design consultant to your home. It's a free, no obligation, same-day quote. And they've got thousands of options to fit any budget and style. It's not just blinds. They've got shades, shutters, drapery too. 3-Day Blinds even has those motorized smart blinds that work with Alexa. Those are so cool. They take all the measurements. They handle the installation too. And it's perfect because I'm not handy. And what a difference it's made. This is an upgrade that makes your whole house feel refreshed and polished without having to do a big renovation. Right now, get quality window treatments that fit your budget with 3-Day Blinds. Head to 3dayblinds.com/sandwich for their buy one, get one 50% off deal on custom blinds, shades, and drapery. For a free, no charge, no obligation consultation, just head to dayblinds.com/sandwich. One last time, that's buy one, get one 50% off when you head to the 3dayblinds.com/sandwich. You can't scroll your phone for more than 30 seconds without seeing somebody talking about GLP-1s. Maybe you've been close to trying them, but you're not a needle person, or maybe you're looking for a natural alternative. Well, let me introduce you to our podcast sponsor, Veracity. Their Metabolism Ignite, it's a natural plant-based GLP-1 alternative that is doctor recommended and clinically proven to help reduce hunger. Just 2 capsules with breakfast every morning. It's all you need. And one of the first things I noticed was I wasn't thinking about food all day, that food noise you always are constantly battling. Metabolism Ignite has no allergens, no caffeine, no negative side effects, and we love that. It's shown to reduce hunger by 85% and clinically proven to help lose an average of 9 pounds in 90 days. We really love that. Look, this stuff is sold out 10 times for a reason. So before it sells out again, make the switch to GLP-1s the natural way. Head to veracityhealth.co and use sandwich for up to 65% off your order. Once again, that's VERACITY health.co for up to 65% off. Make sure you use our promo code SANDWICH so they know we sent you.
It is March. I guess we can still talk about the new year.
We were talking about that the other day, Alan. Somebody said you're still allowed to say it's the new year until you get through the first quarter.
Oh, okay.
And we're almost at the end of the first quarter.
We're almost there. Oh, but you know
Finishing your list?
Yeah, what I did for the very first time ever in my life, because my reading glasses would not help me read that allergy medicine bottle.
Not strong enough.
Not strong enough. I'm like, this is the most microscopic print in the history of microscopic print. I took a picture of it.
I did that, and you blow it up.
And then I did the reverse pinch blow up so I can read it.
I know exactly what bottle you're talking about. You're talking about Zoe's medicine,
Yes.
aren't you? That's the same thing I did. Zoe's taking these little drops. And
What font is that?
Same.
Like 1 point?
That is the same thing. I had to do the same thing. My glasses weren't strong enough, and
Why
so I
even
had to
print
do
it?
that. I don't know.
Why don't they
but
just
I took
save
a
the
picture
money?
and blew it up too.
They could just save the money and
It's a smart tip, though.
just not put a label on the bottle. You can't read it.
It's true.
Number 8, zits.
Well, they are annoying, and you'd think at our stage of life we wouldn't have to deal with them anymore.
Well, the reason this one is top of mind is because we just had that photo shoot.
Yeah, but I didn't notice it that day.
Oh, Janine did. I said, well, I brought
Well, she's right there in your face.
I brought it up. Janine, our makeup artist, dime. I said, can you believe this? And she's like, oh yeah. Every time you're going to have a photo shoot, these are the kind of things that pop up. She goes, I'll make it disappear. She did make it
I didn't
disappear.
even notice.
Yeah, she did make it disappear. But zits are annoying. Especially when you try to get them with that tool and they won't blow. It's like, what? Why won't you blow?
Yeah,
Number 9,
heard that before.
group text notifications when you aren't participating. Now, I'm not really talking about the family text because I am a big participant in said family text. I'm more talking about a lot of sports chats. Like they're not really group texts, but they're on these apps where you're coordinating with all the other parents and coaches for kids' sports. And it becomes it just becomes where the notifications won't stop.
I'm a sitter-outer of group texts. My friends, I hope they don't take it personally. I just chime in when necessary and toss in an occasional little heart or thumbs up because it's a lot. I'm not a big group texter, but I know the importance of group texting. I just don't want to, I just keep my participation to a minimal. I'm a big reader of all the messages, but I'm not really an active participant. It is a little annoying sometimes, true.
I had to turn on Do Not Disturb last night.
Really?
Yeah,
Is
and
that bad?
I never do that.
That bad, huh?
See what I mean about you? Sometimes you go through these phases where you're just like extra, I don't know what it is, easily annoyed.
Yeah. I was trigger happy one time and I left a group conversation because I'm not going to mention any names, but it was Alan's family. And they and a woman who is like family who grew up next door, and they were going back and forth, and I was trying to use my phone as a timer and I was recording commercials, and I just got really frustrated and I just left the conversation. And then I could never get back in.
Never came back.
Never could get back in.
And we were okay with that. And then the last one, insurance.
Yeah, that's bad.
Insurance. Now, I know everybody has insurance. You have to have insurance.
And when you need it, you need it.
A lot of people, I think, I don't know I would say most people have health insurance.
I don't know.
Most people do.
I would say the majority, maybe.
Everybody who owns a home has home insurance, house insurance, property insurance. If you drive a car, you're supposed to have car insurance.
A lot of people in apartments, though, don't take advantage of renter's insurance.
A lot of
Maybe
people
they should.
have life insurance.
Mm-hmm. Pet insurance is a big one now.
You can have
Man, those vets love pushing that, don't they?
pet insurance, travel insurance. It goes on and on.
But you
and
know
on.
what? You don't, everybody always checks the no box on the travel insurance, but Big Al and what happened
My
to him
man.
over the holidays with his wife getting so sick when they were in St. John or St. Thomas, he was like, from now on, I will always be getting travel insurance,
And I know when you need insurance,
You need it.
you need it. But that's what I wish I had thought of this. You know who came up with insurance?
Who?
Ben Franklin.
That's smart.
Yeah.
That's a smart man.
Smart guy. Yeah. Yeah. Wasn't even a president and he's on the money. How did he do that?
Because he's so smart.
Anyway, I was talking to Cole about this the other day because I was bemoaning and bitching and moaning about our home insurance and how I think a lot of people in our area are going through this where they're getting their home insurance premium and they're like,
What happened here?
yeah, they're like, whoa, what is going on? What I was told by the insurance company was that the payouts from the big insurance companies in the Dallas-Fort Worth area over the last few years have been so big that some companies are just pulling out of Texas saying, we're not going to insure in Texas anymore because of all the hail. It's hail.
It's hail, and then we had the tornadoes that ripped through Dallas.
Right.
And it's just, but the hail. But that's what Alan and I keep doing. We're like, probably could use a new roof, but we're going to wait for that one big hailstorm to do it in because there's always going to be another one coming.
But that's the gamble, the game you play with insurance. So you pay your premium, you pay your premium, you pay your premium. You could go 20 years and never file a claim until you need a new roof,
Yeah.
right? Or you could pay for 6 months and then, I need a new roof. My roof has a big hole in it because of the thunderstorms and the hailstorms, and the insurance company will pay, you know? It's just, I know I'm preaching to the choir, listener, and I know you're like, would you just shut up about insurance? We all have to pay it. I know. It's just
Annoying.
It's annoying.
and it's Alan's list.
And I wish
Back off.
I wish I had thought of it.
Well, you'd have to be several hundred years old to have
Yes.
done that.
But it's genius. It's a genius idea.
Well, come up with another genius idea. How about that? Whatever annoys you on that list, figure out a way to make it not annoying anymore.
But, and I know we have listeners that are in the insurance business, and maybe somebody can explain this to me. But the insurance companies, their businesses, I get it. The premiums they collect have got to be more than what they pay out. But they've also got to pay all their people,
Yeah.
all their salespeople,
Right.
all their executives,
Yeah.
all their shareholders, all their buildings, all their utilities. I get it. It's a business.
It's a business, yeah.
But good grief, this property insurance in Dallas-Fort Worth is ridiculous because the property values have gone up too.
I know. It's bad.
The prices of all the houses.
Good or
have
bad?
Well, I guess that's good.
Bad. Yeah, my parents, when they moved here from South Carolina, they're like, what? Property tax in South Carolina was like 35 cents. Not really, but it was nothing like what it is in Texas. Let's change the energy in the room. Alan brought up, a photo shoot. Last time we recorded the podcast, had we done the photo shoot at that point? No.
No, we were getting ready to.
So we were getting prepared for the photo shoot.
And I had a zit then too.
We have now had the photo shoot. How do you think it went?
I thought it was fine. My Russ face said I had to be there at 9 a.m. and I think my first picture was taken at 12:30.
That's a little bit earlier.
So I was wondering what that was all about.
I don't know. I don't think Russ face understands timing.
Anything?
No timing. So yeah, they wanted Alan there at 9 a.m. And he is right. He sat around for a long time because for ladies, it takes a lot longer to get ready, right? So we were doing like the 13 podcast went first. And then, they did the Shut Up podcast and they did all the Chatty Daddies and stuff like that. Those are all in the Yay Network families. And then, while the whole time we have one makeup artist and one stylist. Thank the Lord we had a stylist. Her name is Alex Cohen. She's wonderful. Janine Galante, fabulous makeup artist. And our photographer, Andy, who was just great, made everybody so comfortable. But it was just a long, long process. But y'all, I got in trouble. This was in a building in Dallas. It's a studio. It's in this building that has a lot of office spaces and a small studio used just for photography studios. You can rent out the space. And you have to have a code to get in, a barcode or a keypad, all this stuff. It was kind of frustrating. It wasn't really working for us. So when I got there, Big Al was in the lobby. So he let me in. And then Alan pulled up behind me. So I just waited in the lobby to let Alan in. So while I'm waiting for Alan to come, I'm standing there in the lobby and it's not very big. And you can look through the glass and there's somebody standing on the other side of the glass, less than 6 feet away from you. And you're just making eye contact with them. And they come to open the door and it's like, choo-choo, choo-choo, because it's locked. And they're kind of looking around the keypad and stuff. So what does Kelly Raspberry do? Let me get the door for you. So I go and open the door. I'm like, you look nice. I'm going to let you in. And they come in. So that happened a couple of times while I'm waiting for Alan. So then these two, I would say they were a little disheveled looking people.
Why
they were
would you
disheveled.
describe them?
They were just disheveled. That is the description of these two lovely ladies that were a little disheveled looking.
Like unkept?
I'm just saying they were disheveled looking. You can picture that. I'm not going to disparage anyone. They were just a little disheveled.
Well, you already disparaged them by saying they were disheveled.
I can be disheveled. And that's okay. When you just wake up from a nap, my mascara was hanging off one side of my face. I was very disheveled.
You were very disheveled.
They were ladies disheveled approximately 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay. So they're coming to the door and they have a crumpled up piece of paper and they're looking at the keypad and kind of like, I was like, I go and open up the door for them. It's like, y'all look like nice. I say the same thing. Y'all look like nice ladies. I'm going to let you in. They're like, thank you. And they come shuffling in. And right behind them comes another woman bebopping in with her briefcase and stuff hung over her arm. And she looked at me and she goes, why are you here? I said, I'm waiting for my husband. We're going up for a photo shoot.
Why are you here?
She said, do not let anybody else in this building. That's why we have codes.
Did she say it like that?
Okay. She was very matter of fact. She's like, do not do that again.
Was she the building manager?
She was a tenant, apparently, in said building. I was like, okay, I won't do that anymore, which is really awkward because I'm a very polite person. But see, this is how you let in murderers, right? Right? Somebody has to open the door for a murderer to come in and start shooting up the place. And I'm being polite. So then I feel really bad. I'm like, well, I'm sure they were just really nice people. And then about 30 seconds after that, those two women come back to me with their crumpled up piece of paper. And they say, do you know where the drug testing is? And I said, I don't. I said, but let me help you find it. And so I tried to help them find it in the directory. And that's about the time you came walking in. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't help you. I'm here. This is the directory, and I need to go out with my husband. And then we got out of there. So I was helping drug people because apparently there's a courthouse located right across the street. And for some reason, people need drug testing like with a quick turnaround.
Yeah, I guess to, I don't know, find a job or
So maybe that's why they have the code on the
stay
building.
out of jail. Or...
So I got my wrist slap. That was right before the photo shoot, but I had to let that go because, you know, it's all about energy at photo shoots. You got to be in a good place of mind. And, you know, I've been dealing with very puffy eyelids. It's all my fault because I went and got Dysport, not Botox, but Dysport, which spreads a little bit more than Botox. And I've done it so many times, I was not reminded by my injectionist, don't lay down for 4 hours. But again, I'm tired all the time. So what do? I immediately came home and took a nap, and the Botox kind of spread down to my eyes, the Dysport, and I've had puffy eyelids ever since. So what a mess. But hopefully y'all can't see that in the photos. But from what we saw from little outtakes, it looked really good.
I thought the photos looked really good, the ones that we saw. Yeah.
Look really good, little outtakes
yeah.
we took. And, you know, the stylist, like I said, thank God for Alex, because all of us were like, we don't know what would look good, what we think would look good in a photo. But she had some great tips, you know, as far as what to wear for photo shoots and taking me outside of my comfort zone in the palette, you know.
You know, if I was in a building and someone just came up to me and said, "Why are you here?"
Yes.
I would double down. 100% I would double down.
Why?
I would say, well, why are you here?
Well, she obviously...
You tell me why you are here, and then I will answer your question.
Well,
why are you here?
Well, I'm like breaching security in her building, and I would think that in regards to her safety, she had a right to ask me that question.
I don't know.
I was putting everyone at risk.
I don't know. It's a public building.
But I was putting but with a public building you had to have a code to get in.
And you were in.
I was, thanks to somebody else who held the door open for me.
I don't know.
We were breaching security all up in that
I think
place.
I would have doubled down on her.
No, I'm a rule follower, but I was breaking the rules, and I was rightfully reprimanded. And I accept my punishment, which was a mini tongue lashing.
Well, I'm happy-go-lucky AE until somebody bows up on me. Like the guy at Homey D's who said I couldn't grow grass under a magnolia tree with my seed.
But was what she's saying bowing up, or just like, why are you here? Are you just letting all the drug tests? What is the deal here, right? She had a right to be upset.
The way you said it, it was.
She probably has experienced random people coming up and like, this is a scary situation. She's probably had to deal with that. I was making the situation worse. But it is hard when you're in a building and somebody's looking at you through the glass. But Anna said the same thing happened to her. Sweet Anna from the Kid Craddock Morning Show said somebody did that to her and kind of shook the door, and she just shrugged like the emoji, like, sorry, and didn't let him in. That's Anna. Anna has more backbone than me.
I wouldn't even looked over there.
How do you not make eye contact with somebody when they're like rattling the door?
You know how you don't make eye contact?
What?
You don't make eye contact.
It just feels so rude.
Well, I guess that's the difference between you and me.
That's not the only difference.
Well, let's hear some of them. Let's hear some of them.
I don't know.
Once you get it off your chest. Well, let's hear some of them.
Okay, number one, I'm not nearly as annoying. How about that? My list will be continued at another time.
Well, I hope I didn't beat everybody down. My list was supposed to be kind of funny, too.
Well, sometimes, I understand getting things off your chest when you're annoyed by things, but it's also sort of like when you have a dream, like a nightmare or something, and you're trying to tell that dream and nightmare to somebody else, and they're kind of looking at you with glazed over look on their eyes. It's sort of, I guess, like along the same way. I don't know.
Next time I'll do the top 10 things
that you love,
that I love and give me warm fuzzies.
That'd be great. That's more uplifting.
Yeah.
Because that's more uplifting, right?
Well, I have periods like that too, where
when
I'm in a happy-go-lucky mood.
When was the last time?
I think most of the time. I think more time than not.
You are happiest when your boys are here.
Yeah.
Our boys. Our sons. But I mean, we're a blended family, but you are happiest, chirpiest, sing-songiest when you have the boys here.
I like seeing the boys. Speaking of singing songs, I got into the YouTube bunny hole last night or the night before. And
Is that when you said, I'm Bush, baby, I'm coming to bed? I'm like, good. He rolls over and kisses me goodnight, puts on his glasses, and puts his back to me and hunkers down with his cell phone.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's going to be up for another 2 hours now.
Well, there's millions. There's a lot of videos on YouTube of the Mandalorian theme. So I found one of this guy playing classical guitar. He's playing the whole freaking Mandalorian theme with one guy. I'm like, oh my God, there's so many talented people on YouTube. And then I go to this other one. There are these two guys playing cellos. There's two of them. I think they're brothers. But it was amazing. So I send these videos to JD, my brother-in-law, because
in the middle of the night?
In the middle of the night, because my nieces both play violin. So I thought, they'd find this pretty interesting.
And maybe they could come up with their own Mandalorian duet that could be posted on YouTube that other people can find at 1 o'clock in the morning.
But the coolest one of all, I think it's the Danish Philharmonic Orchestra or something. This big freaking orchestra with all the pieces. They played the Mandalorian theme. And it was amazing. So I've been whistling and humming the Mandalorian theme for about the last 48 hours.
Annoying list number 2.
What? Why is that annoying?
You asked me to make a list of things that are annoying about you. That's the constant
Which one?
humming, whistling, and
I
whatever
thought you like it
do
when I
with
hum
the
and whistle.
But it's the same tune all day. It's the earworm thing, right? That's annoying.
Man. It was great. One of our live studio audience members says that she has heard these two guys who play cello. They are brothers.
Are they called the Cello Brothers? Are they called Mellow Cello? That's a good name.
I think
Mellow Cello. That's the great name for a cello all-boy group.
I think it's the number 2 cellos. At 2 cellos.
I like Mellow Cello better.
Oh, they're great.
They call me Mellow Cello. Know that song?
They also played like Game of Thrones theme, Good, the Bad, and the Ugly theme. I mean, really cool. You know how you get caught in those bunny holes on YouTube, and then you're just sitting there, you're like, holy crap! I just burned 3 freaking hours listening to these goobers play the Mandalorian theme.
Let me tell you, the best, darkest bunny hole I ever went down was when I was researching Scientology.
Whoa!
I got in a deep bunny hole on that. I was up all night. And before I knew it, I was like, ooh, I need to get a shower and go to work. It was right when all that stuff was first coming out, with the Scientology stuff. Anyway.
All right, babe. Well, there you go. We ended on a little bit more positive note there after I bemoaned and griped about crane flies and tangled earbuds and insurance and people who write checks and paper on the toilet seat and whatever else I brought up.
Bringing up that annoying list again. Why don't you just go through the whole thing again?
that was
Feels like what you're doing.
That was it.
Feels like exactly what you're doing.
That was pretty much it.
All right. Well, I guess we're done.
All right, babe.
I don't know.
Got anything else?
No.
Okay.
I'm ready to go back to bed.
You happy with the amount of light in here?
You keep sitting in my light and I keep leaning forward. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do.
You know when you go to like a big arena style concert like Guns N' Roses or Metallica or Taylor Swift or whoever, just the mega act.
Yeah.
And you see over the stage the millions of dollars worth of lights they have hanging up there above, and they turn all the different colors and they light everything. I'm going to buy those.
Or just sit back a little.
And I'm going to fit them in this office.
Or just sit back 3 inches.
It's
a cheaper option.
It's going to be 150 degrees in here because of all the light.
Or sit back. That's it. Simple solution.
All right, babe. Well, love you guys, really.
I love you, y'all. Y'all pray for me. I am so tired. All my work comes back. Nothing's wrong with me. It's just me. I'm just tired.
I think we're falling apart. We can't read medicine bottles.
That font was really small. The print was small, but
You're always tired.
I cannot get enough sleep. I'm going to go straight to bed after this. After I finish cleaning the kitchen.
I'm starting to gripe and moan about insurance and people at the grocery store. I think we're getting crusty. I think it's
Maybe.
happening before our eyes. We're becoming crusty.
Maybe. Oh, and pray for me. I've got to go to jury duty on Monday, and I don't want to get picked. So pray that I don't get picked, because there's something really cool that I'm going to be doing on Tuesday, and I don't want to talk about it until I don't want to jinx it. So next podcast, you'll hear about the really, really super, super cool thing that I get to do on Tuesday if I don't get picked for jury duty on Monday.
Yeah. And I am sure we will podcast again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good. Have a good sandwich.